home of the Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. James White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard. Yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's 7-0 Buffalo.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Allen will try again on second down. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
It's nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Newton. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They'll give to Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Out of the gun, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
James White.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 14. Patriots nothing.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with White, and he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got the connection here to Bourne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
17-yard line.
Second and 5. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And this is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. From the gun on third down, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
To number 13.
From 17 yards out. And the Patriots are back within a score. The try here for the extra point.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Makes the score Bills 14, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. This is Logan. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the carry, it's Logan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back to that, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Newton. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rohrwasser's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Throwing again, Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
On the tackle.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run again with Logan. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Second down. It's Logan, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, New England.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. And I'm run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, but we coming for the jet.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Newton flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Again, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Newton on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
40-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 23. They run with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
He's brought down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Newton. And right side, Henry's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Aguilar has it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Check. Fresno.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run again with Harris, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, Newton, open man is Myers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
At the 26-yard
Partner,
line.
they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Pass on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Bills 24, Patriots 20. Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.